The story you are about to see has been told before. A lot. And now we are going to tell it again. But different.
What keeps you so late, John? It's almost dark.
I were planting far out to the forest edge.
Huh, so you're done then?
The farm is seeded. The boys asleep.
They will be soon.
I think we'll see green fields soon. It's warm as blood beneath the clods.
Well, that's well.
If the crop is good, I'll buy George Jacob's cow. How would that please you?
It would.
I mean to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
On Sunday, let you come with me, and we'll walk the farm together. I never see such a load of flowers on the earth. Massachusetts is a beauty in the spring.
It is.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
You come so late, I thought you'd gone to Salem this afternoon.
Why, I have no business in Salem.
You did speak of going earlier this week.
I thought better of it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why do you let her? You heard me forbid her to go to Salem anymore.
I couldn't stop her.
It is a fault. It is a fault, Elizabeth. You're the mistress of the house here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all of my spirit away.
How may the mouse frighten you, Elizabeth? You...
It is a mouse no more. I forbid her go, and she raises her on her chin like the daughter of a prince, and says to me, I must go to Salem, Goody Proctor. I am an official of the court.
Court? What court?
It's a proper court they have now. They have sent 4 judges out of Boston, she says, waiting magistrates at the general court, and at the head, the deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad!
I were to God she were. There be 14 people in jail now, she says, and they'll be tried, and the court have power to hang them too, she says.
They'll never hang them.
The deputy governor promised hanging if they're not confessed, John. The town's gone wild, I think. She speak of Abigail, and I thought she were a saint to hear her. Abigail brings the other girls into court. Folks are brought before them, and if they scream and howl and flail on the floor, the person's clapped in the jail for bewitching them. I think you must go down to Salem, John. You must tell them it's a fraud.
It is? Is it surely?
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. And tell him what Abigail Williams said to you last week in her uncle's house. She's had it naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
She did!
God forbid you keep from that court, John. I think they must be told.
They must! It is wonder they do believe her.
I would go to Salem now, John. Let you go tonight.
I'll think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
I know I cannot keep it. I say, I will think on it.
Good then, let you think on it.
I am only wondering how I may prove what she told me, Elizabeth. If the girl is a saint now, I think it is not easy to prove she's fraud. And the town gone so silly. She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof of it.
You were alone with her?
For a moment alone, eh?
Well, it's not what you told me.
For a moment, I say. The others come in soon after.
Do as you wish, John.
Woman, I'll not have your suspicion anymore.
And let you not earn it.
You doubt me yet?
John, if it were not Abigail that you must go hurt, you falter now. I think not.
Now look you, Elizabeth.
I see what I see, John.
You will not judge me more, Elizabeth. Let you look to your own improvement before you go judge your husband any more. I have forgot Abigail.
And I?
Spare me. You forget nothing and give nothing. Learn charity, woman. Still any everlasting funeral matches around your heart. I cannot speak, but I am doubted. Every moment judged for lives.
You are not open with me. You saw her with me. You saw her in a crowd, you said. Now, you...
I'll plead my honest no more, Elizabeth.
John, I am only...
No more. I should have roared you down when the first you told me your suspicion. But I, Wilter, and like a Christian, I confess. Some dream I had must have mistaken you for God that day. But you're not. You let you remember it. Let you look sometimes for the goodness in me, and judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate sits in your heart that judges you. I never thought you but a good man, John, only somewhat bewildered.
Oh, Elizabeth, your justice would freeze beer.
Mary Warren, how dare you go to Salem when I forbid it? Do you mock me? I whip you if you dare leave this house again.
I'm sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not. My insides are all shuddery, and I'm in the proceedings all day, sir.
And what are these proceedings? When you will proceed to keep this house as you paid £9 a year to do, and my wife not wholly well.
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I let it sit in the long hours in the chair and pass the time sewing. Here's the doll.
Why, thank you, Mary. It's a fair profit.
We must love each other now, Goody Proctor.
Why, indeed we must.
Mary, is it true there may be 14 women arrested?
No, sir. There be 39 now.
What?
Why, she weeping.
Goody Osborne will hang!
Hang, you say?
The
deputy governor will permit it.
He sentenced her. He must, but not Sarah Good, for Sarah Good confessed, you see?
Confessed? To what?
That she made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book, with her blood, to torment Christians till God's throwdown, and we must all worship hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabber she is. Didn't you tell them that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court she nearly choked us to death.
How choked you?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary.
She tried to kill me many times, Goody Proctor.
Why, I never heard you mention that before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into court, I say to myself, I must not accuse this woman, for she sleep in ditches, and so very old and poor. But then, she sit there, denying, and I feel misty coldness climbing up my back, and the skin on my skull began to creep, and I felt a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air. And then, I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it were my voice, and all at once I remembered everything she done to me.
Why? What did she say to you?
So many times, Mr. Proctor, she'd come to this very door, begging bread and cup of cider, and mark this, whenever I turned her away, empty, she mumbled.
Mumbled? She may mumble if she's hungry.
But what does she mumble? You must remember, Goody. Last month, a Monday, I think, she walked away, and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember it?
Why, I do think, but...
And so I told that to Judge Hawthorne, and he asked her, Goody Osborne, says he, what curse do you mumble this girl must fall sick after turning you away? And she replies, why, you're excellent. No curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments, says she.
And that's an upright answer.
Aye, but then Judge Hawthorne say, recite for us your commandments. And all 10 she could not recite. She never knew no commandments, and they had her at a flat lie.
And so condemned her?
Why, they must when she condemned herself.
But the proof!
I told you the proof. It's hard proof. Hard as rock, as the judge said.
You will not go to court again, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day now. I am amazed you do not see the weighty work we do.
What work you do? It's strange work for a Christian girl to hang an old woman.
I'm an official on the court, they said, and...
Official?
The devil's loose in Salem, Mr. Proctor. We must discover...
Where's my work?
Where he's hiding. I saved your wife's life today.
I am accused?
Somewhat mentioned.
Who accused me?
I am bound by law. I cannot tell it. I only hope Mr. Proctor will not be so sarcastical anymore. 4 judges and the king's deputy sat to dinner with us but an hour ago. I would have you speak civilly to me from this out.
Go to bed.
I will not be ordered to bed no more. Mr. Proctor, I am 18 and a woman, however single.
Do you wish to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Oh, the noose. The noose is up.
There'll be no news.
Abigail wants me dead. I knew all week it would come to this.
They dismissed it. You heard her say.
And what of tomorrow? She will cry me out until they take me.
Sit you down.
She wants me dead, John. You know it.
I said sit down. Now we must be wise, Elizabeth.
Oh, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Shepherd. I'll tell him Abigail said it were all sport.
Oh, John, with so many in the jail, more than Cheever's help is indeed now, I think. Would you favor me with this? Go to Abigail.
What have I say to her?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There is a promise made in any bed.
What promise?
Spoke or silent, a promise is surely made, and she may dote on it now. I am sure she does and thinks to kill me, then to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John. I know it. There be 1,000 names. Why does she call mine? She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot think it.
John, you have ever shown her somewhat of contempt. She cannot pass you in the church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she sees another meaning in that blush.
And what see you? What see you, Elizabeth?
I think you be somewhat ashamed, for I know there, and she so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stone, I would have cracked for shame this 7 month.
Then go to her and tell her she's a liar. Whatever promise she may since break it, John, break it.
Good then, I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
I'll curse her hotter than the oldest cinder in hell. But pray me not my anger.
Your anger, I only ask you.
Woman, I am so base. Do you truly think me base?
I never called you base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? That promise a stallion gives a mare I gate that girl.
Then why do you anger with me when I bid you break it?
Because it speaks deceit, and I am honest. But I'll plead no more. I see no your spirit twist around this single error of my life, and I will never tear it free.
You'll tear it free when you come to know that I will be your only wife or no wife at all. She has an arrow in you yet, John Proctor. You know it well.
Yes?
Good evening. Yeah. Ready? Action.
Good evening.
Bro, what is this?
What is going on? What is so funny about this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jaden, lock in.
Do you truly think me base?
I never called you base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? That promise a stallion gives a mare I gate